Let's start quickly in Dubai, and then we'll give the Sony Open. There's just so much stuff that happened. But early this morning, Tommy Fleetwood got his 7th career European Tour victory. All week long, this was shaping up to be a Tommy Fleetwood versus Rory McIlroy battle down the stretch. And KP, did Tommy Fleetwood win this golf tournament? Did Rory McIlroy lose it?
It was probably some of both. I mean, that's always the answer, right?
So weak of you.
It is. I think that if I had to pick one, I would say Rory kicked it away a little bit. But he was also, I mean, it was weird, right? Because he played so well in the first round, 62. Then he shot 70 with a quad in the second round. So you're like, okay, well, he's still up there. And then Sunday was like the reverse of that. He got smoked the first 10 holes. He's down 3 going to the 11th, makes 3 straight birdies. He's got a 2-footer on 14 for a 4th straight, and he made bogey. Yeah, and he 3-putted from 2 feet. It was like downhill, or it looked downhill given how far past the hole it went. But to 3-putt from 2 feet, to make a quad on a par 3 on Friday, and then to hit a ball in the water on 18 are just not, they're not mistakes that you can normally make and win a high-level golf tournament. Now, was this a high-level golf tournament? I don't know. Somebody shot 53 over it that was in the field. So you be the judge of that. But Tommy played really well. Rory was feeling it on the back 9 and then just kind of kicked it away a little bit late. So I think Rory gave it to him a little bit, but Tommy's playing really good golf. I think you could make an argument, Rick, that Tommy Fleetwood is playing the best golf of his career. I don't know if I believe that. Do you think he is?
I don't think it's close. Yeah, I'm here for the 24 Tommy breakout year. He's been phenomenal for a long time.
Better than even 2018. He was so good in like 2017, 18, 19.
Yeah, it is easy to get like lost in the moment. But I'm definitely in on Tommy and have been for a couple of months now, and this is just a great way to start the year.
He just, part of me, Greg, it feels like he doesn't, and this is weird. This is a weird thing to say because of how good he's been in the Ryder Cup. Part of me feels like he doesn't always have a great sense of the moment, to where he's like, okay, now it's when I got to put the pedal down and go take the lead. And then here's where I have to hold it off. So like his wins just feel like he kind of stumbled into them. Now you have to play great golf to stumble into wins. It's a little bit of Ricky Fowler for me, Greg.
You know, I understand where you're coming from. And it's hard to say today, too, when the guy makes the 2 putts he did on 17 and 18 to win, because he has to make those.
Yeah.
Rory makes a mistake. Right. So that's really clutch. But that is nothing like what we've seen on the PGA Tour. I don't know. Maybe the trophies are big enough on the PGA Tour.
Dude, I was going through Getty, and I was like, the European Tour has the biggest trophies I've ever seen.
I love it.
But where do you even put that thing?
Yeah, it would not fit on your standard mantle, would not fit on a standard bookshelf. You'd have to construct something for these trophies.
Right. That is like a standalone trophy. There's no trophy case with that much height in between the shelves.
I think if you had 2 of them, you could put the Zozo trophy in the middle.
Oh, that would love that.
Right? It's like Tetris.
Yeah. This is the money that you win. So 387,000 euro for Tommy. That you got to use that to just that's the money that you have to use to build something to hold this.
Right. It's just it's a hilarious picture, which is hard for me to get past. But look, this is the strange thing about Tommy Fleetwood. He is so good. And I'm with you, Rick, on Tommy 2024. It's been going on there's been periods in his career where this has gone on. And he belongs on a list of guys who are maybe best player to not win a major. But he hasn't won on the PGA Tour at all, which is just, it's crazy to me. Like if he was playing here at the Sony Open and won, it would be a huge deal. But Tommy Fleetwood should be vying for the U.S. Open, or the Open Championship or one of the majors. So he belongs at that game where you wouldn't be surprised if he won a major. You'd be thrilled, and maybe the way that he wins would be surprising. But to say Tommy Fleetwood wins a major in 2024 would not be surprising. Yet he hasn't won on the PGA Tour, which is just incredible to me.
It's kind of Lee Westwoody, right? Where really good on the European Tour, great Ryder Cupper, plays very well at majors. I mean, like finishes very well, but just doesn't win a lot on the PGA Tour and doesn't win a major. Now, Fleetwood has a massive chance to sort of turn that around over the next 10 years of his career. I'm not saying he's going to end up like Westwood, but that's sort of the trajectory right now, I guess.
It'd be shocking for him to end his career with 0 PGA Tour wins.
Yeah,
that'd be shocking to me.
Yeah, truly.
He's on a short list with like Will Zalatoris and a couple guys I can't think of off the top of my head that I'm just genuinely interested to see what the next 12 months looks like. Just when a year from now, what are we saying about Tommy Fleetwood? What are we saying about Will Zalatoris? Like, just a guy that I think is very fascinating for the next 12 months.
Can you think who else is on that list? Just if you go down.
I mean, if you go to like the elite stuff, obviously it's like Rory and Victor at majors. Like, what are we going to say year now? I
think Tom Kim and Spieth both they're 11 or they're 12 and 13 in the world.
Yeah, Tom Kim's a really good one.
Yeah, Tom Kim. I don't know what he is. I don't know if he knows what he is. He's so young. Like he's probably not even what he's eventually going to become.
Ludwig, right? Does he just continue to do what he did last year, or does he have what Tom Kim did, which is like early sophomore slump and then gets his stuff figured out?
Yeah, I think the biggest one on this list is I'm just going down the OWGR for me. JT is an interesting one. I think I know what JT is just broadly. I think Cam Young for me is maybe number one on that list.
That's
because I don't know. We've seen kind of two versions of it, and there's not enough history, not enough data. Like with JT, you're like, I think I know which one the outlier was, right? And with Cam Young, you're like, I would guess that the outlier is the kind of average year, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. One year of good, 1 year of bad. Now what? We got to break the tie.
Rubber match,
right? Final game of the series. Get out of town. Who's going to win? We'll find out.
It all comes down to his third year on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, everything. It all matters, right?